Hello everyone, and welcome to my Duel Today official news channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Brady's medical investigation, double save, Ava's proposal, Tate and Holly busted. The spoilers for Tuesday, March 12, 2024's episode of Days of Our Lives indicate that Tate Black and Holly Jonas have an argument. Sarah Horton is questioned by Brady Black regarding comas. Steve Johnson and John Black carry on doing CPR. Ava Vitale also volunteers to look after Harris Michaels. Discover what will happen next in the Peacock soap opera by continuing to read. Jonas, Tate Black and Holly. According to leaked DOL spoilers for Tuesday, March 12, Tate visited Holly. Tate entered through the window of her bedroom and made a plea. Tate was hoping Holly would come clean about the drugs. Holly declined, though, saying that she couldn't bear to put Nicole Walker DiMera through the stress. Nicole and EJ DiMera will be incensed to see Tate with Holly when they enter the room. Despite Holly's pleadings, EJ intends to have Tate placed under jail. The investigation of Brady Black. Fans might anticipate witnessing Brady carry out his own inquiry on Tuesday, March 12. Brady seemed to be skeptical about Nicole's account of Holly. Naturally, Holly says she can't recall the drug-related events. Tate was given an alternative account by Holly that would clear the teenager's record. Brady questions Sarah about comas as Tate handles another arrest. Naturally, Sarah is unable to discuss Holly's case. Sarah's only options will be to provide Brady with hypotheticals or the typical course of treatment for most patients. Spoilers for Tuesday, March 12's episode of Saving Trip Johnson and Wendy Shin on Days of Our Lives indicate that Trip and Wendy were eventually located by John, Steve, and Ava Vitale. But Wendy and Trip are not breathing. Trip and Wendy will still be receiving CPR from John and Steve. Harris and Rafe Hernandez show up in the interim. Supporters can also anticipate seeing Ava make a proposal on Tuesday, March 12. Ava will volunteer to look after Harris. Trip and Wendy seem to have returned. Harris, though, may be dealing with personal health problems. In Monday's episode, Rafe and Jada Hunter were worried about Harris at the police station. Harris, nevertheless, insisted that he was all right. Is Harris going to pass out or have a seizure? Could Harris's departure be caused by this medical issue? On Tuesday, March 12, which storyline are you most excited to see? Post your ideas in the space provided for comments below. Don't forget to keep watching Peacock soap opera to see what happens next. After a drinking binge, Stefan gives himself in and abandons EJ's escape strategy. According to spoilers for Days of Our Lives, Stefan DiMera will struggle with all of his regrets, anxieties, and guilt. Stefan and EJ DiMera came to an agreement, but after a drinking spree and a talk with another DiMera sibling, Stefan will doubt it. Fans of DOL are aware that Stefan gave up all of his offshore interests, land holdings, and DiMera shares in exchange for being able to leave the country safely. Stefan's decision to practically go without food and hand EJ such a significant victory was significant. But at that moment, Stefan felt like there was nothing else he could do. With Harris Michaels and Clyde Weston breathing at his neck, Stefan believed that running was the only option. Days teasers indicate that Stefan will become utterly enamored and surprise Chad DiMera over the week of March 18 to 22. Chad will see right away that Stefan is a complete disaster because of his unkempt look and evident drunkenness. According to Days teasers, Chad will demand information about what transpired. Thus Stefan can divulge the whole gruesome tale of Clyde's orders and what might have been Harris's terrible destiny. Chad seems to be pushing Stefan to tell the police about his situation and suffer the consequences if he reveals it to them. Maybe Chad will help Stefan get sober and personally take him to the Salem Police Department. Days teasers indicate that EJ will be shocked to learn that Stefan has turned himself in later on. EJ might become enraged with Chad for supporting Stefan because this could also cause problems for EJ. Stefan might easily reveal more information than only his attempts to kill Harris. Nothing will prevent Stefan from leaking information regarding EJ's escape agreement either, which might pose a serious threat to the dishonest district attorney. Perhaps this would spur EJ to work with Stefan to reach a different agreement and clear him in another manner. It will be interesting to watch where this storyline goes next because Harris will obviously have to make a decision about how he wants to handle things as well. According to spoilers for Days of Our Lives, Stefan is going to have a difficult situation on his hands. Stay tuned for our predictions on how he will resolve it. Only one person can talk down Clyde, enter Ben Weston. Days of Our Lives spoilers hint that Clyde Weston needs to be dealt with. Despite being incarcerated for the murder of Abby DiMera, Marcy Miller, he remains as deadly inside the jail as he did outside. Since he has coerced so many people to carry out his nefarious objectives, he somehow maintains a great deal of authority even in prison. It's obvious that being incarcerated isn't keeping him in control, because he has access to a cell phone. Stefan DiMera and Ava Vitale are under Clyde Weston's authority. In Salem, Clyde owns an empire of drugs. He was once partners with EJ DiMera, but Clyde shot EJ in the end because without Dr. Wilhelm Rolf's resurrection serum, EJ would have perished. He is currently pressuring Stefan DiMera and Ava Vitale to use the bistro as a cover to smuggle drugs into and out of Salem. Clyde will harm people closest to Ava and Stefan if they don't obey. Trip Johnson and Gabby DiMera, last portrayed by Camilla Banus, had already been threatened by him. Ben Weston could be your only chance. It may be necessary for Rafe Hernandez to use firefighting tactics by bringing in the one person who has the potential to kill Clyde. In his own perverse manner. Ben Weston, played by Robert Scott Wilson, is Clyde's son. Leaving Salem behind, Ben and his spouse Sierra Weston are sailing the globe with their two small children. Ben may be asked to fly to Salem by Rafe so he can speak with his father briefly. It wouldn't be too hard to get Ben in for 1 or 2 episodes, considering Robert Scott Wilson is a cast member. Can Ben Weston speak with Clyde Weston? As fans are aware, Ben was formerly the infamous necktie killer, a serial killer. He changed his life, so maybe he would try to persuade his dad to follow suit. Given how close Ben is to Marlena Evans and how many people close to her have been harmed by Clyde's misdeeds, Ben might be inclined to try to assist for her benefit. It would be a heated argument between Ben and Clyde, but regardless of what Ben says, it's unlikely that Clyde wants to change. But fans will get an update on Ben and Sierra and their kids. At the very least, could someone stop Clyde? Is there any chance Ben will be able to talk his father down? Is Clyde too far gone to make a comeback? Keep an eye on Days of Our Lives, which is available to stream on Peacock every weekday. Anything can happen in Salem. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't miss any updates.